And then can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
My driver is the most inconsistent thing in my bag.
And we're still using tees. Right? That could be it. You know, it could be.
I just bought a 2005, like it's brand new. Never made a flop, not a sandal. Nah, I don't trust them and they lying like a dandle. Precision with the way I pick my circle like a banjo. Where would I be if I still counted on you? Right where I was. Now I could sneeze and drop 100,000 on you.
Welcome back to the channel. You guys already guessed it, and you guys already know I'm here with the VA legend, Nick D. And we're getting dialed in today here at Meadows Farms. What is this, Locust Grove? Is that
Virginia, I think so, Locust Grove.
2 up, 2 down.
Yeah.
We're on the range. We're going to get him dialed in. We got a full swing launch monitor. We're going to be looking at numbers. Nick's swing, we're going to help him get dialed in for the 2024 season. Let's get right into this. Nick, you got an 8-iron there?
I do.
Go ahead and hit one for the people, and we'll get into it. Guys, I'm going to prelude this with, I am not a coach at all, but I do like helping people from the player's mentality perspective. So we're going to dive into some numbers and some swings.
That's what you like?
Beautiful. Just keep on. We're first off, we're just now warming up. We just did a podcast in the back of a truck bed, so let my man get dialed in for a bit. Solid. So has your miss been pretty like left? Just starts left, goes left?
Left.
Okay.
Not a lot of turn on it.
Got it.
Just starts left, goes left.
Got it. So that one right there. I'm gonna pull up some numbers. You keep on swinging. Starts left, goes left.
Here, I'll pick a spot this time.
So this is going to be aiming you just right of this red flag. So just start it out right over there.
Okay.
Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Hold on.
I feel like a little baby cut on that.
Running into a connection issue, Stoney. 1 second. All right, and we are back. We got an 8-iron here, warming up. Take a couple more swings, and we're going to go over some numbers for us. A windy day out here in VA.
Pulled it left, but
That's going to be your typical miss.
that's my miss, man.
And obviously, it's exaggerated now with the wind and everything.
Yeah, the wind's flowing it, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead and hit one
But
more, and I'm
that's,
going to go over some of these.
That's
You
my
got really
typical.
good compression. All right. So let's take a look at some of these numbers.
Sounds good, but it's a little steep, no?
It's a little steep. So your attack angle is minus 5.6 down, but you're compressing it, right?
Right.
Club path there was zeroed out. Face to path was 2.8 to the right.
squeaked,
So
yeah.
open face, but
Yeah.
neutral path.
Yeah.
On this other shot 1.
Yeah, that was better.
So this one went very left, right? So you had a left path, left face to path. So essentially,
yeah, just not consistent.
yeah, but more so if that's your consistent miss is to the left and going left, that means all that really means is we're steep and closing down the face, just to keep everything as simple as possible. And you can see the swing right here. We'll figure out a way to do the screen recording on this. So you're gonna watch as you're coming down. That upper body's kind of starting it, and right here, so right there from the top, it's starting it, and then shutting down the face at impact. And that's just going to be your left miss. So if that's your consistent miss, and we've talked about this before, but essentially all you're wanting to do is use your body instead of your hands and arms being the first one. Because when our hands and arms start the swing and then everything goes, this is an exaggeration, but everything's going to go across. So if we can essentially find a way to have this right elbow stay connected to our body instead of our hands and arms starting the motion, and just kind of for these first next 5 shots, I want you to try to really feel like you're starting it right of this right flag. I don't care where it goes, but just feel that path starting out to the right, and we'll go from there. Because honest to God, from the first time that we played, the swing looks much better.
Oh yeah,
it looks really solid.
Night and day.
Yeah, and consistent strikes, really good compression. I love to see those things. Very simple.
Except for that.
That's all right. I'm okay with that.
And the hosel too.
The hosel
so
comes out.
I was telling you about the hosel.
Yep, the hosel comes out. That's okay.
And that was me exaggerating going right.
Right. So, and here's a big thing. I'm not a coach, but from a player's perspective, and something that I find every single person when they start out golf messes up is when they're working on something new with their swing, and they hosel one, they pull one, they chunk when they miss it. That's wrong. I shouldn't do this. I'm going to go back to what I was doing. If you can really commit to accepting that right away, it might be those bad misses, but you're doing the proper motion. That's the key to taking one step back to take 2 steps forward in golf. Because it's those people they're just like, okay, that doesn't feel right, and I just missed 5 shots in a row. Of course, it's like, yep, that's not working. But if you stick with it and you know that your body's moving the right way and you can really exaggerate it, it'll turn into success down the road.
Yeah.
So just really keep on feeling it. Don't be let down just because of a few bad results. Just keep on feeling that right elbow connected and starting out right at your target. Dude, how good is that? The
That was real
sound
good.
on that is crispy.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great. And so right here on the launch monitor, without even having to look at the phone,
Yeah.
that went 151 into the wind, right?
Yeah.
Perfect spin rate, solid speed. And
That's good spin?
That's good spin. So that's an 8-iron.
Yeah.
So 8-iron, you typically want it right, whatever the iron is, you want it right around that number, give or take. So like 6, 7, 8 is going to be good for the thousands. And if we're looking at this swing, so that's our third shot right here.
It felt good. I tried to keep the elbow.
So this last shot.
Well, I guess it went right down the middle, but I was aiming right.
Yep. So it's completely zeroed out club path
Yeah.
and completely neutral face path. So that
Good.
was really solid, dude.
Good.
Very solid. So let's keep on feeling that. Nick,
It's 2 back to
Dude.
back.
fantastic work. Fantastic work.
Should be similar on that.
Absolutely. Dude, beautiful. Great numbers there. 150, 7,500 spin rate. Absolutely zeroed out club path and face to path.
What are we talking about?
Easy money, dude. That's it. Just like that. So you go from that feeling where it's like you overcome like, oh, it's a little hazel. That
Yeah.
must not be right. Right? But not saying that you do it, but your
No,
typical
for
person
sure.
watching when
For
they want to
sure.
go work on something, they go watch something on YouTube and they're going to go figure that out.
Your first thing you told me was that.
Mm-hmm.
And for my miss after that, for a month, was
Right.
hazel.
Interesting.
Hazel. But
Yep.
I
You
kept
at
doing it.
For sure.
And then, yeah, it's whatever because I think when I was focusing so much here,
Right.
that everything was here a
Yep.
little bit,
Yeah.
and then I was coming through like this.
Yes. So, and that's the biggest thing is your body is used to you being steep on it.
Yeah.
So it's adjusting for that closing
Yeah.
down the face, et cetera. So
Yeah.
all of a sudden when you're coming in at a different route, you're still going to have that compensation.
Yeah.
So it's that threshold of you got to continue practicing that feeling in your body to adapt to now what you are doing instead of having to compensate for it.
Right.
So there's that overlap of some greasy shots in golf, but you really just got to accept that and really want to pursue getting better at golf.
Yeah.
Let's see you grab a 7-iron and hit
Yeah.
a couple more, and then I'm going to bring out this funky thing that I like to use called the G-Box.
And then can I be honest with you?
Yeah,
My driver is the most inconsistent thing in my bag.
and we're still using tees. Right? That could be it. You know, it could be. There's a simple answer and solution to that one, Nick. But we've had that conversation. We've had that conversation a lot.
All right, 7-iron.
Dude. I mean, come on, man. Every single one of those, for the people at home, I don't know if I'm blocking this camera, every single one of those is directly over the target into 20, 30 mile an hour wind, holding its head. What club is that one?
7, you said.
7.
Yeah. Disconnect.
Disconnect there, but we're good. Let me change this. 7. I'm still learning this full swing. Shout out to Full Swing. Trotty, I'm still learning. I know you know the numbers.
Dude, when you posted the story
Mhm.
of the full swing, immediately I went and looked it up.
Yeah.
Had to.
Dude, they're like, it's sick. I love the fact that, I mean, just free plug. I love the fact that you can just see the numbers out right there.
Dude, boom, you look back, you see
You
everything.
see it instead of having to look on the phone. Like you can go back and look on the phone and
Yeah.
look at your swings and your shots and your feels, and dude,
Yeah.
it's really easy stuff. So this is 7-iron going right over the red flag.
Little left. That's my
Little
miss
left there.
though. It wasn't it felt different.
It felt different.
I don't know what felt different about it, but it
Okay.
felt maybe too close to the ball actually.
Dude, that is so good. So good.
I feel like a golfer.
You feel like a golfer.
You know what I mean?
I absolutely love that.
Until
Well,
we take it to the course.
this is instantly gonna not make you feel like a golfer. I'll go ahead and hit one for you first. So I went out west and I saw George Gankis.
Yeah.
All right. He's a very I don't want to say like unorthodox, but he's a different coach.
Yeah.
Right. And him and I connected well just because of the way that we think about golf is different. And so for me, my biggest issue, and I've talked to you briefly about it before, is like I tend to come up out of my swing
Yeah.
and then I call it a hump, but early extend
Yeah.
from there. And so
Yeah.
I have a similar issue where I lose this connection.
Yeah.
Right? And so this thing, A lot of people, like when I walk up to a range with this, it's kind of wild. Just because you look kind of goofy with it,
Sure.
but at the end of the day, I'd beat him at golf, so it doesn't really matter.
You look like a triathlete.
A
you know,
triathlete. The biggest thing about it is you can just kind of chill right here with it too. You know, the G box.
Yeah.
So essentially, what this thing does. Shout out to George Genghis. I know you watch my stuff. Love you, GG. You're the man. Essentially, what this does is, as soon as I start to early extend,
Yeah.
I can't hit that golf ball anymore.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And so if you're starting to come over the top with this, you'll
yeah.
learn very quickly you're gonna hit into this side,
Yeah.
right? And so what I'll do. I'll hop up here. I won't hit full shots with it. It definitely feels weird.
Yeah.
But essentially all I'll do is I'll get to the top of my swing, pause, and just come down. And it teaches you a lot of rotation with your upper body.
Yeah.
You no longer can use your hands and arms.
Right.
It's just rotating the upper body,
Right.
rotating through with the lower body. I'm going to put this on you real quick.
You want me to try to do my original swing, see if I hit anything?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
You look good, you a fancy pants. You only a 6 on the Enneagram. Outside of that, you a outside of that, you a 10. Yeah, yeah, outside of that, you a 10.
What I'm going to do is you're going to hold this right side. Hold that for me. We're going to put this G right in the middle of your back.
Yeah.
So right there, come around here, strap it in. Tight. All right, we're going to readjust this. Perfect, right there. Okay, now we're going to throw this thing right on the midsection here. Boom. We're going to add this. Good Velcro job here, GG. Right there. All right, go ahead and hit a normal shot with it. Boom.
Oh God, it's awful.
It feels very weird. It feels very weird, I'm sure. Go ahead and just hit a normal swing.
See if it bumps my arm out of position.
Correct. I mean,
It was a little toey.
that was impressive though,
A
to
little
not
toey.
hit it. Did you feel like you almost exaggerated a little bit to not hit it?
I don't know.
It just kind of hit your normal swing.
I would assume that I like self-consciously tried to not hit it. I would assume.
Right. Let's slow down this
But it was
video.
definitely toey.
Dude, that looks
So not bad?
That's not bad at all. That's the best connection I've seen you have from the top of the swing. Look at that. Look at this right elbow here.
Yeah.
Drop right into the slot.
Right.
That's
And then you can
money.
see a little off the toe there.
Just a little bit. If we're looking at the numbers though, that club path is +3, so you're going
That's
out to the
different
right.
than what I was doing before.
It's money. The complete opposite. That is money.
Probably, it
right
must have
there.
done it self-conscious or
It's
is that the word?
It's
No.
probably subconsciously.
Subconscious.
I think so. So
And
dude,
then how
that's
far
money.
to go? Because it was off the toe.
That was
Yeah, it
148.
was short, so it was off the
So a
toe.
little off the toe. Yep, the spin rate was a little down on that one.
Yeah.
But overall, that club path is all I'm really
Right,
worried about right
right.
now. It's money.
Right.
Absolutely money. So go ahead and hit a few more with that.
Oh wow,
Hit that net.
that was like a draw.
So the thing that this is going to cause you to do, you hit that 174. The thing it's going to cause you to do is really
Have that in to out.
clear and rotate, right? So with those hands still kind of from that previous pass, Nick D, of that
Yeah,
steep and
yeah,
closing down,
yeah.
it's still going to have you closing down a little bit,
Yeah.
but you're rotating so much better. So much better.
Yeah, because I mean, coming through and having it. I mean, that started middle, but ended up almost in the road.
Right, and a lot of that's the wind as well, but definitely that club head shutting down. So essentially, if we're looking at this, that face to path was -2.4 left.
And that was the opposite though of the last one.
Correct, and it went a long way. 198 total for 7 irons, pretty solid there. And I mean, overall, your attacking was one of my favorites because you compress every single shot. You take a divot with every shot. It's beautiful, dude. You have a lot of good things working in your swing. And just simplifying, getting that ball starting out to the right of your target is going to change a lot of things for you. Go ahead and swing one more with that.
All right.
We're going to take it off and rip a couple without it. So really just go to the top of this swing. I want you to pause at the top and then rotate through and hit kind of like a half swing.
So if I'm here,
Pause and then rotate. Yup, money, dude. Just a little half swing. Dude. Don't even care about the result there. That
Yeah.
rotation was
good.
so good. Big into training aids.
Yeah.
I'm not big into drills and stuff like that. I'm more of a field player,
Yeah.
and I try to address that. The one thing that I do like about that is that it simplifies rotation.
Yeah.
It's one movement, upper body rotating against lower body,
Yeah.
right, and working together. So that's
Yeah.
why I like it, just to exaggerate that, and then kind of just bring it into your normal swing. So go ahead and rip like 2 or 3 without that box, and then we'll go from there.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. Now we're once again when working through new things, really not concerned about the results at all. More so is your body moving the way that you want it to.
Do them.
Okay, go ahead and rip one more. For those who are wondering, full swing does pick up shanks as well, 49 yards.
Yes.
We love that. We absolutely love that. So what'd you feel on that one? A little off balance, but it started on your line.
Yeah, off balance, yeah.
What'd you feel on that one?
What did I feel on that one? Off balance, one. Maybe open face.
Okay.
A smidge, like come through.
Yep. So essentially it was open face. You nailed it right on the head. So face to path is 2 degrees, right? So open face, but you went back, we're over the top a little bit. So anytime that negative club path, we're steep on it. So the best, your ideal situation, just to simplify things, I don't like looking at too many numbers, but just face path and club path. Your ideal situation is a positive club path, starting out to the right.
Yeah.
Because you typically have an open club face, but it's anything 1 to 2 degrees open is square.
Sure.
So with that path to the right and kind of starting out with that little draw or push fade is like your ideal shot.
Your miss is minimalized if you can.
So minimalized because there's no longer those hands flipping at impact to save your swing.
Yeah.
It's just a consistent shot. Go ahead and hit a couple more. We'll end it with a driver off the deck and then we'll go hit the golf course. Once again, dude, never
what is
discouraged on miss hits or anything like that when working on something new. Face
that was
path,
face open, right?
face open.
Did I come over top?
Over the top. Yep. So it's once you start to understand those numbers, you start to be like, okay, this is what it feels like, and that's why it's producing that, and just kind of simplifying things.
Yeah.
Solid.
Still open and
obviously it's a windy day. It's always hard to hit on a windy day. So once again, open face path, over the top path, or over the open face over the top path.
All right, let me see something real quick.
It's consistent though, bro.
That is now, yeah. Uh-oh.
That's all right.
So
I knew something like that would happen, right?
Yeah.
So and I knew exaggerating that would happen, but essentially it's just like if we can really keep this right elbow connected instead of flaring out, you're gonna be in to out every time.
And I just have to.
Dude,
There it was.
that right there is the best swing of the day.
Yeah.
Compressed, evened out path, 165 carry. Look at that. Absolutely neutral and neutral.
Yeah,
that is zeroed out, 188 total on a 7-iron. Yeah. Solid. Let's hit one driver off the deck. Let's go hit the golf course. All right, guys. That is working on connection with numbers and everything. Once again, I'm not a coach or anything, but I just like to help from a player's perspective. And Nick is on his journey to becoming better at golf. Make sure to hit all the links in the description to go check out his journey. He's the man, fellow VA native. Go stand up for my boy. End it on a driver off the deck for the people, my man.
Off the deck.
You've been saying it's been inconsistent, right?
Yeah.
Give yourself a good lie.
Good lie, and then top the first one, match the second one.
Boom. You get it. Right there's good.
He's trying to convert you, isn't he?
What's that?
Trotty.
Trotty, yeah.
Trying to convert you.
He's been trying to do it for a long time. It's not going to happen.
So when you hit off the deck, are you still back heel? Like,
oh, yeah.
You keep it the same spot.
Same spot, right off my left heel.
Yeah.
I swear, the one thing that I do a little different is I keep very level shoulders instead of like really cranking for it. But other than that, just ball first and swing it.
Wish me luck.
Let's go. That's all right. That's all right. That was a downhill lie you just gave yourself too. Put it right here. Put it right here. Here we go.
Damn.
That's all right. Smash one more. We're gonna get this one, dude. That's a lot of club head speed. 115 with a driver.
I'm not even trying to
smash it hard.
Not even trying to crank it.
Dude. You're an athlete, bro. A hooper.
Low.
That's all right.
There's the top.
Dude. What do we got there? 160 ball speed off the deck. 115 club head. 285 total.
Is that good?
Was that like a little chunky too? Like a little miss?
Chunky.
Dude, that's impressive. On a miss, 285. Rip one more. On a miss, 285. That's how much run out this
Every
keeps.
one of them's been chunky.
That's all right. Smash this one. Keep that back turned a little bit longer and smash it. Dude.
Still over top, but
Just a touch there. But dude, 118 club head speed off the deck is mad impressive. So yeah, it's just
that was bad,
as you get to those longer clubs, if you have a slight thing where like, okay, you go a little over top, as you swing harder, it's going to be like that. But I will say on the bright side, like
What is the bright side?
the bright side is you have a lot of power.
Yeah.
A lot of club head speed and a lot of ball speed. Perfect spin rate. And obviously like
Do you mind if I see a number
a number.
off the tee?
Yeah. Grab a tee. Yeah, let's compare.
And I'll tee it low.
Do it how you normally would.
Something like this.
Do it how you normally would and give it a rip.
Still,
All right, so we got that one. So with that tee,
They're
it's a little more
fading.
spinny. 120 club head speed is mad impressive. 170 ball speed's mad impressive, to be fair. 255 total. Do me one favor and rip one more off the deck.
How can I straighten it out, man?
So essentially, well, let's take a look at that one. I just want you to see it. So I mean, essentially, we already know what it's going to look like.
They've all been.
It's all over the top, which is why it's going to cause that. It's even more.
So why am I doing
spin.
that with my driver, not with my iron?
Essentially, it's just like that. The first thing that's starting your swing from the top is those hands.
All right.
So an easy fix.
I just get excited.
Yeah, but you're swinging. You have good swing speed.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily want to take that away from you. All I would say is just if you're more patient at the top and you can keep this back. This is a simple fix, but keep this back turned a little bit longer. It's easier to drop it into the slot.
All right.
Go ahead and rip this one for comparisons.
Swing path was better.
Swing path was better. Swing path was better. We're gonna rip one more. See, I like
Still
that.
steep though, no?
A little bit, but I kind of like that low runner.
Yeah.
110 club head speed. Face to path is perfect. It's just that club path. So I mean, that's the one thing that we're seeing here is every single swing with the driver is over the top.
Why?
It's and that it's
All right.
it's big into it's that we want our body to really rotate for us instead of our arms and hands starting that golf swing. There's a net there.
No, there's not. Went over it.
220 carry. Dude, what I'm mad impressed with is that club head speed.
That is fast.
That is bigger than PGA Tour average. That ball speed's bigger than PGA Tour average. So if you can get this straightened out, club path was better. That was just the face that time. So that was the hand taker. So that club path was much better.
But it was still over top?
Slightly.
Wow, I feel like I'm exaggerating all I can to keep it in,
Right.
and I'm still over the top.
Yep. So that, I mean, but you can see it. Everything, if it's starting left and going left, if it's starting left and going right, it's that club path. But at the end of the day, dude, with these irons, for you to stay more connected, that's when you're zeroing out your path.
Yep.
And it's
Same.
much simpler. With the driver, that's all you need to know to work on it is if you can get that ball straight out to the right, your golf game is going to drop like that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today, dude. We're going to go hit the links. We're going to go play some golf. He's you guys already know Nick D's a legend. All of his music, fire, content fire, the Freddie Show. He is ripping golf this year and starting it from the bottom, going right to the top. You know how we do it in VA. There's something in the water. So make sure to go follow him and go check out the video we're doing on his channel. DOD King, out.
Appreciate you.
Beautiful.